How's it going, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Journey with Cryptids. Today we travel to Ohio to discover the mysterious cryptid that is the Loveland frogman. So sit back and relax as we carve the Loveland frogman. From the heart, take it away.
With the Loveland frogman, we have a rare cryptid encounter where the police got involved almost immediately. At 1 a.m. on March 3, 1972, a police officer in Loveland, Ohio, named Ray Shockey, spotted a strange creature in his headlights on a riverside drive. It was 3 to 4 feet tall, with leathery skin and an amphibious head with large eyes, and it leaped over a guardrail on the far side of the road and disappeared. It was the kind of encounter that maybe you don't log officially. You chalk it up to the late night hours and the pressure of the job, except that there is a precedent for amphibious humanoids in Loveland, an urban legend that had been passed around town for years. It seemed that one of the Loveland frogmen was back. The original story goes that in 1955, an unnamed businessman was headed through Loveland late one night. Whether he was a local or just passing through is unknown, but he saw a clump of 3 or 4 forms on the side of the road. He stopped in shock when he realized that the form wasn't a person. Webbed feet and hands, and amphibious faces, in other words, frog people. I imagine them sort of like Gollum in the Rankin-Bass animated version of The Hobbit. Nobody knows the origin of the urban legend, but it does have a few variations depending whether the teller wants to file the story under cryptid lore or extraterrestrial lore. In the former, the mere existence of these humanoid frogs scares the businessman back into his car, and in the latter, as the businessman stares, the creature seems to be whispering to each other, and then one of them holds up a wand and starts sparking and shooting light, Harry Potter style. And that's what startles the businessman into exiting the story stage right. And 2 weeks after Officer Shockey's apparent encounter with a decades-old urban legend, he got backup from one of his colleagues. Officer Mark Matthews was driving the same area of Loveland late at night when he saw a crumpled form on the road. Thinking it was a dead animal, he pulled over and exited his vehicle to scrape its carcass off the asphalt before it could cause an accident. But when he got closer, he discovered that it was a reptile of some sort, about 3 or 4 feet long. It reminded him of the description that Shockey had given, and that description was confirmed when creatures jumped up on 2 legs and froggered across the road to the guardrail. Matthew pulled out his gun and shot at the creature, but it jumped the metal barrier and got away, and that's probably where the story would end. And ever since, the Loveland frogman has become a huge attraction, at least when it comes to merchandising, and yet, again, one of the weirdest cryptids I think we've covered on this channel. It always seems that a lot of these things can never really be captured in full sight, or in plain good video, but I'm sure one day, as cameras get better and better, and people become more vigilant, one day, we will finally see this frogman front and center for ourselves. But anyways, everybody, thank you so much for watching this video, and let us know what you might like to see next. And most importantly, have a fantastic day.